Why everyone loves to hate Texas. Howdy, howdy. Screw you, Aggies. I can say it if I want. And on the eve of the rebirth of Texas's greatest rivalry, this video could not be more pertinent, as nobody hates burnt orange more than those in maroon-riddled overalls. So, let's get into the 3 reasons why everyone loves to hate Texas. For clarity, I'll try to show a Longhorn or the state of Texas to keep things clear. Numero uno, state pride. If you're from Ain't Texas and have ever met a Texan, you know we reek of state pride. Texans love America with 110% of their being, but they love Texas 128% more. If you're getting riled up just by that, wait until you hear number 3. The Longhorn and Aggie game has so much tension because you have 2 microcosms of Texas. The Texas A&M Aggies are Texas pride squared, I must admit. The Aggies don't have to be dyed in the wool, they're bred to come out that ugly maroon color. And thus why almost every child dreaming of College Station is already a lost cause. I love you, Lane, but A&M was a stupid pick for theater school. So, the Aggies have Texas pride squared. The Longhorns, on the other hand, are a microcosm of Texas itself, the epitome of Texas. The state of Texas is well-rounded in industry, a mixing pot of cultures, very wealthy, and most of the time, good to great at pretty much everything. Similarly, the University of Texas is known for medical, law, business, creative arts, architecture, liberal arts, etc., etc., etc. On top of all that, Texas is always a top team in essentially every sport they touch. It might vary from year to year, but Texas being in consideration for top team in a sport is never an outlandish idea. And that leads to point number 2, do-si-do. Texas is annoying. You're probably anti-Longhorn because you're just so tired of Texas being annoying. Like how YouTube comedy channel SCC Shorts did a skit where every time Texas said,
"Hey, if Colt hadn't got hurt!"
There it is, drink.
Oh, I knew it was coming. Did you see that? Throw the flag!
Am I doing this right?
And every year Longhorn fans keep saying, we'll win the national title this year, and Saban just laughed and laughed. If I'm going to be an honest Texas fan, I must admit that year to year, this is most likely not true. The Longhorns have not been a top team since Mac Brown left. Texas is always a good team, but now with Sarks, Texas is once again a great team. As well, you'll pretty much always see burnt orange ranked in men's and women's basketball, baseball and softball, and other sports. The Longhorns always like to stick their nose in everything and act like they're the best thing that's ever been. In return, basically every school in the nation has a level of hatred towards Texas, not unlike how the Cowboys are America's team. That just riled up 31 fan bases. And that leads to my final point. Number 3, you hate us because you ain't us. Go on now. I was honest when it came to admitting most years Texas is not going to sweep every championship. Now you be honest. You hate Texas because you're jealous they won the college lottery. Let's lay it out. There's only one school with the same name as the greatest state in the nation, Texas. And can we forget that beautiful burnt orange that resides on who? Well, it doesn't reside on the 100 variations of feline. It resides on the one and only Bevo the Longhorn. We also have the catchphrase, hook 'em horns, definitely beats roll tide, what? Your elephants. And also, gig 'em, really. And the piece de resistance, the thing every team is jealous of. Only the Longhorns can proudly sport the most iconic and beloved hand gesture in all of college sports. Nay, may I say, all of sports? That's right. You stick your pointer finger up and your pinky finger, and you got hook 'em horns. This simple fact might be the root of all the hatred. Even when the Sooners are not playing Texas, what do they sign? Horns down. I live in Oklahoma, and regularly you'll see upside-down Longhorns on bumper stickers, hats, or wall art. And what about saw them off? A phrase beloved by Aggies, Razorbacks, Sooners, and anyone squaring up against Texas? Again, these teams love to hate Texas so much they invest equally in graphic designs bashing on the Longhorns as they do their own schools. So the next time you incorrectly invert your hook 'em horns, just remember you're doing it because your team was not fortunate enough to win the College Pride Lottery. You're simply jealous. You're not Texas. So, hook 'em horns and, oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot the last point. The legendary school song.